Hey, it's MK, and I am here with another Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches layout for you guys, or sketch, I should say. And this sketch is from Shannon Blinn. I'm also combining this with Color Craze, and this is our color palette that we have pulled off of Pinterest. So I guess this makes it an off-the-board layout as well. So anyways, well, they have pretty much all been off-the-board layouts when I play along with Color Craze. So I have all of these amazing photos that actually fit the blue and the purple that are already in my color palette. So I'm not going to bring any of that color into my layout because it's already full of it in the photos. So I did pull out this palm paper from 49 Market. I think it was called Vintage Artistry Beached Collection. And then for matting my photos, I'm going to use the black. And then I also have these two Minte papers from the Cozy Evening collection. And I'm going to use these as my background. I thought that they were absolutely perfect for the green or the mint color. And then for my orange color, I'm going to use all orange to actually use for embellishments and whatnot. So I've got the film strips from the 49 Market Sunburst collection. I have a couple cut apart labels that were just printed on copy paper, so they're not very thick. Chipboard pieces, again, all of these pieces are from the 49 Market Sunburst collection, either from the chipboard sets or the laser cut sets or the cluster kit pieces, the buttons and things. So I'm going to get started by matting my photos. And then I'm going to go ahead and try and figure out how they're going to go on my layout based off of what Shannon did, except that instead of one long photo, I have two long photos and two vertical photos, and then a ton of smaller photos. Now, while I was matting these photos, I actually found more photos where Janet has taken of us at the bottom. So she went down 10 feet. Is it 10 feet? Yeah. Yes. She went all the way down and 10 stories. I'm sorry. She went down 10 stories and took our picture as we were coming through the slide. And so Joni took our picture when we were going in the slide, and Janet was taking pictures of when we were coming out of it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And so here is where my final decision is going to be. And I decided to stack my photos by doing flip-flops. So I'm going to go off and pick some flip-flops out. And then that way I can put my photos of us getting in the flip-flop, and then you flip it up to see us coming out. But when I make the layout, it'll only be the bottom photos because I don't really need to use the flip-flops while I'm making the layout because they are attached to the outside of the pocket, right? So that way it's a little bit more of an interactive playbook for you guys. So another thing too is that because of my photos over on the long strip of photos or the vertical photos, my horizontal photos are a little wider than what Shannon has in her sketch, and so I needed to save room, so that puts my journaling spot in a smaller area, which actually I really don't have a lot to journal on. It's just a bunch of girls being a bunch of kids. And what was actually really funny, and I've talked about it before, is this slide actually comes with a lot of warnings. It really does. It basically says slide at your own risk because of how long it is. I've never been down a 10-foot slide, and I'll go again because it was amazing, not going to lie. I had a blast going down this slide, but I did put down the, Joni took a picture of the rules and regulations, basically, poster that is printed right next door to this said slide, and I couldn't help myself. So I actually have it posted bigger in another layout. But this one here, I wanted to put as one of the flaps, just in case you forgot that it's a ride at your own risk type of slide. And us four girls were risky, and we did it. Like, we had so much fun. It was a blast, you guys. It's like jumping on a carpet and then you slide down on the carpet, so that way you're not sliding directly on the slide or in the slide. So, and I really liked that too. I liked the the cocoon effect of being inside the slide and whatnot. And then, of course, the giant jaw of the anglerfish was my favorite. And as we were going up the stairs, Joni says, "Oh my gosh, look, there's his vertebrae and whatnot." And so she's like, "Get in there so I can take a picture of it." And it was just so much fun. And it was a very short waiting line. We actually did this during our lunch break during class. And it was a very short waiting line. So like I said before, I have to apologize because I got distracted by family yet again. And so I don't actually end up finishing this layout for you guys. So as I am placing down my pieces, you guys all know I'm going to shut the camera off so I can glue everything back down. But I never turn it back on to share with you guys how the layout, what it looks like completed. So this is pretty much the end right here. I am bringing back all of those leafy bits that I cut off of my cut file yesterday. So I was actually able to find a home for those. I'm glad about that. And then here is what I'm going to remedy my journaling strip with, is this paper here that I picked out earlier, and it's got all the colors within it. It's got the black print and the mint and a little bit of orange on it. And so it's going to be a strip that's just going to go, a little 1/2-inch strip that's just going to go right on the side of my vertical photos. But then I felt like I needed to bring it over to the other page. So I'm actually going to mount my photos on top of this block of paper here that I'm getting ready. I'm just trying to make sure that I do the right cut because this paper is valuable, right? You want to make sure that you use every little bit that you can. So I'm going to mount all my photos and then put all the embellishments either above or below the printed paper and my photos. And then I'm going to use my edge distresser to fluff up the edges, to distress the edges just a little bit. And that's it, you guys. Like I said, I do apologize that I did not share with you guys putting the rest of the layout together and adding that strip to the layout, all that stuff. I totally did not realize that I never recorded that part at all. I had no clue. So anyways, that is my layout for today. Thank you so much, Shannon, for sharing your sketch with us. I had a blast working with it and making a fun layout that we did on the cruise ship. All right, and don't forget to check out Janet Fritch's channel, who is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube. She is my partner in crime when it comes to the Color Craze challenge that we gave ourselves. We do it every August, or nope, this is October. We do it every October, so I hope you guys will join us next October. All right, you guys, again, thank you so much, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.